the Nairobi Declaration and the Nairobi package should have been given to the members of the House so that they could have asked specific questions and clarifications to your statement. Now, in the absence of the declaration, which most of the members have not been privy to, and the Nairobi package, this is an exercise which we are going through because clarification is a right. And you cannot be handicapped as members when you are seeking clarification on such an important issue. Sir, I would specifically refer to the issue of public stock holding for food security. This was an issue which has been agitated by India after the outcome of the Uruguay round were known. We had issues with regard to the external reference prices, which were pegged at between 86 to 88. And for the calculation of the de minimis, that is when you procure for public stock holding for food distribution, and many of the countries, since we had moved into the 21st century, would, and particularly India, had concerns that whether we would ever go into breach. Therefore, the 10 agreements that were signed, the first ever agreement since the establishment of the WTO, were in Bali in December 2013. We had very firmly stood our ground to secure the interests of our farmers so that there was no challenge for any breach or a future breach of de minimis for public stock holding of food. And for that purpose, an agreement and understanding was reached, which the minister's statement does refer to. But sir, my clarification is, after the change and the visit of our Prime Minister to the United States of America last summer, a claim was made, not outside, but also inside the House, that Prime Minister has secured a commitment from President Obama, and therefore it is a historic breakthrough, and that would be, there would be a permanent solution, whereas it is linked to the negotiations, ongoing negotiations on the agreement on agriculture. So thereafter, there was a meeting of the General Council and the minister had made the statement. And when we asked clarifications in this House last December, the minister had said that a permanent solution, which earlier was, as per the Bali agreement, a negotiated permanent solution on the issue of public stock holding for food security, to be put in place by MC 11, that will be the 11th ministerial in 2017, if not earlier. And until then, no country, until a negotiated permanent solution is put in place, no country shall challenge a member country. Now, this is very important. Now, what happened in Nairobi? We would like to know. We know that India has a coalition and a support, which we have built over the years. We are part of G33. In Bali, unfortunately, one important member country broke ranks, but the minister can confirm that whether that country, our bigger neighbor in the North, China, joined us back, and the Africa group, the Caribbean group, that's the larger coalition, have stood with us.
Okay.
But what happened to that commitment of a permanent solution?
Okay, please.
It's not, this is the first one. Second thing, I am referring to para 9 of your statement on SSM. India's position is known and clear, but this para does not give us any clarity whether you have been able to secure any assurance or it is only a reaffirmation. Now, para 13, 14, 15 and 16 refer to the LDCs. Now, LDC package was already there, and the agreement on LDCs was reached in Bali. When it comes to what India is giving, that's a matter of fact and record, because India had announced in April 2008 this package for the LDCs for enhanced preferential, this market access.
Okay, now please
No,
conclude.
sir, please.
Yeah, you have taken
Therefore,
5 minutes. You have taken 5 minutes.
No,
please.
this statement
Everybody
has been
3
forced
minutes
on
and
us.
you took 5 minutes.
Please, sir.
No, please.
So we want to
It's
know
already
whether
two.
there is an...
It's already 2:15. Please.
No, it's not my fault.
Yeah. It's not
Sir.
my fault also.
Now let's end on a
No,
happy
you have
note.
taken 5 minutes. Everybody has taken 3. Please. Everybody has taken 3. You also.
So I want to know whether there is a new understanding reached on on this LDC. If it is, please specify. My other question is, what has been raised by members, that was there any attempt made by the developed countries to introduce education and labor-related issues? This is important, sir, not the bell, but the clarification.
No, 6 minutes. Everybody, you are.
Sir, these are...
No, you don't have any special privilege.
Sir.
Everybody is taking 3 minutes. You should contain in 3 minutes.
I'm asking
You are a well-learned, educated, erudite person.
Thank
you
you
know
very
how
much.
to compress in
Please, I
3
should
minutes.
stay quiet.
In 3 minutes.
Sir, I have
You
clarification.
have taken 7 minutes.
Sir,
Then
it is
what?
for the minister to
This
answer.
is not no, this is only clarification, not war lecture. I am telling you, you should know. You know how to ask clarification.
So I'm
you have
asking
taken 7 minutes. Why? Are others unequal? I control everybody within 3 minutes. Huh? Why do you look back? Already from your party
Sir,
to have spoken.
I have asked specific queries, and I have also
Very
asked
unkind.
about whether, what was India's position. Nobody can tell me how many clarifications. And the final thing which I want to know, and the House must know, the declaration which has not been tabled, the para 30
This is
of that declaration.
not a discussion.
No,
It's not
sir.
a discussion.
Sir, para 30.
You would ask clarification.
Minister I'm asking from the minister. Para 30 of the declaration on Doha makes it very clear that there has not been a categorical reaffirmation. It says that some countries want it, some countries don't want. Now, Doha round is the only round which is dedicated to developmental agenda. Now, why India agreed to that para 30, why we did not red flag, now we have become party to that. I am aware of the subsequent protest, but once the declaration is adopted, we are party then to the
Yes.
declaration.
Now please
Party
conclude.
to what
Sri
is said in
Sukandar Roy.
para 30.
I have a 20-year-old daughter. God forbid if 16th of December 2012 was her. How would I, a so-called responsible